Super Mario Bros. Versus Super Mario Bros. 3. When I was writing the review for both games, it occurred to me, which one was better? In context. What I mean is, based on the time it came out, which one was better? So I thought I might put them up in a contest to see which one would win. I made it simple. 5 categories. Graphics, at the time. Gameplay. Control, challenge, and replayability. Let's start with the graphics. Super Mario Bros. Was fantastic in this department. Looking back at the Atari games that came before it, Super Mario Bros. Was in a league of its own. Super Mario Bros. 3 does make quite an improvement over the original Super Mario Bros., but does that mean it was the best at the time? And I think the answer is no. I think Super Mario Bros. 2 was on par with Super Mario Bros. 3 graphically. I really didn't see that much of a difference. Gameplay. Super Mario Bros. May have had a few different kinds of levels, but the gameplay was basically all the same. Now Super Mario Bros. 3, on the other hand, had varied gameplay, including matching games, airships, different suits to wear, item saving, and so on. Plus, the worlds could be drastically different. In Super Mario Bros. They had 4 different kinds of worlds: above ground, underground, underwater, and the castles. All the worlds looked the same. The backgrounds were the only things that changed. Now in Super Mario Bros. 3, they had all those worlds, but they also had pipe worlds, big worlds, desert worlds, and so on. Control. This one's a dead heat. They both control great. They both have tight controls. However, like I said in my Super Mario Bros. Review, the only time I had problems was with the springs, since they could be a bit tricky to predict. So I'm going to have to give it to Super Mario Bros. 3 narrowly. Challenge. Both of these games were hard, as were a lot of NES games in that era. Sometime around the N64 era, someone must have thought gamers wanted easier games, because that's all they've been churning out lately. Anyway, like I said in my Super Mario Bros. 3 review, Super Mario Bros. 3 is a harder game. But is it more challenging than Super Mario Bros.? I don't think it is. Let me explain why. Super Mario Bros. Has no continues in it, and the one-ups are hard to come by. If you die, you have to start all over again from the beginning. If you die in Super Mario Bros. 3, you have to start at the beginning of the world you were in. Super Mario Bros. Is a more challenging game if you want to do the full run through the game. Replayability. Super Mario Bros. Has a disease called sameability. You could switch any level around with any world and have any new gamer not be able to tell the difference. Most of the levels look and play the same with little exception. Because of that problem, it's hard to want to replay Super Mario Bros. Other levels, other than to get to level 8 just to win the game. Super Mario Bros. 3 has great replayability. All the worlds are different. Level 4, Big World, is just a great example of that. I love going to that world, and I would often play the game just for it. It was a lot of fun to play. So our winner is Super Mario Bros. 3 with 3 points. It could have gone either way at one point. Super Mario Bros. May be a great game, but Super Mario Bros. 3 is a fantastic one.